Welcome everyone. Hope you guys are doing well today. A Tome's Game Celebration has officially started on Steam. Whoop whoop. I have left a link in my description to go to the Steam page directly, so definitely check it out. May 4th to the 11th, it is featured a bunch of different Otome games available, whether indie or by big companies, if it's a full game, demo, free, paid, what have you. There are various ones that you can definitely try out. I have the cute logo above me, like far up above me. Look at it, y'all. I just love the colors. It's so good. So all this week, all of my streams and videos will be games featured in the Tome's Game Celebration. Today we will be playing Saintess of the Golden Bow. If you guys have seen my previous streams, I think I've played this like 2 other times with the demo, and we have another updated demo. So let me go to the itch.io page right here, because it tells a bit more. So for the new demo, 50% rewritten content, new side character sprites, and new and improved backgrounds is now available. I am so excited about this. Saintess of the Golden Bow is created by Transparent Games. I'm very grateful they reached out to me to try out the new demo for you guys. I'm very excited for this one. I definitely enjoyed the last 2 times I played the older versions of the demos. Hold on, cat. Jojo, did you want to leave? What you want, buddy? Hold on, cat wants to leave already. Okay, I'm back. I had to let my cat out, even though he was just sleeping. Every time when I start streaming, they all want to leave the room, and I always got to get up. But Emily, hello, welcome. Hello, Nimby. Hello, Transparent Games. Thank you for stopping by. Really appreciate it. But yeah, I'm super excited to finally play the updated demo. Let's see. As always, I have left links in my description to the itch.io Steam page, Twitter, what have you. Don't forget to follow and check them out. Honestly, best boy, if I remember correctly, was Noah. I can always use more Noah content, so I am very excited for that. We're just gonna go ahead and get started. Where is my mouse? There it is, there it is. Alright, other than the first 2 scenes, the game's partially voiced during CGs only. Perfect.
Ugh, just my luck. Why does it have to be pouring now? Oh, I want to go home.
RIP. I don't think... Ooh, do we not have an umbrella? Be for real.
I'll be soaked by the time I reach the subway.
Voicing's really good too. I run down the street, passing by shops that already closed long ago. Hunger gnaws at me. That's what I get for working late. I'm into Noah too. Yes, Noah is best boy. I need more of him. I hold my bag over my head, but my attempts to block the rain from soaking me are futile. Cars speeding down the street kick up puddles that shower me in rainwater. RIP to our outfit, I guess. This morning, the weather report said it wouldn't rain, so I didn't take an umbrella with me, or even a hoodie. The damp cold seeps into my body, making me shiver.
This day sucks.
My thoughts wander back to earlier. Yet another workday where my boss yelled at me, and I had to cover for my sick coworker, on top of doing my own task. I didn't manage to complete all of my assignments, hence the necessity to stay late at the office. If only I actually got overtime. We don't even get overtime? Oh my god, what's even the point? Overtime pay every once in a while. Today's Thursday, and I've already worked past closing 3 nights this week, so the whole week basically.
An office job sucks.
I recently graduated from college and got this boring job where all I do is call people to sell them beauty products. Not my dream job at all. Oh, sales call? That sounds horrible. But in today's job market, I should be grateful to even have a job, shouldn't I?
Adult life sucks.
It hadn't taken me long to tire of the monotony of getting up in the morning, riding the subway to work, spending all day doing boring tasks, then coming home so exhausted that I
I just want to curl up under a blanket and read web novels.
Same girly? Speaking of which, I got a notification on the web novel app that my favorite book was updated.
Being the heroine of a fantasy romance novel would be such an amazing life. Fighting to save a kingdom from impending doom, wielding magical powers, and falling in love with a hottie.
I should take a look at the app. It's the only solace I get in my sad existence. Wait, let's not do this in the rain, please. Late at night? That feels horrible. I pull out my phone and unlock it. I open the app, looking at all the updates. I don't care that droplets of water fall into my screen. I just want to know how many new chapters are live.
I've got so much to read on the subway.
3 new chapters, and I'm almost at the subway entrance. Please make it. Like, don't get hit. Truck-kun, please no. Ooh, just a little bit longer, and I'll be able to immerse myself in a much more interesting world than the one I live in. Oh, no. This crosswalk. Death. I run through the crosswalk.
What?
Oh! Yeah, I saw that one coming easily. By the time I look up, I see the light was actually red, not green. It's too late. I'm in the middle of the crosswalk, with a truck driving straight at me. Should I take a step back or one forward? Quick! Does it really matter? Thanks, Celine. I take a step back. And it's still death either way. It hurts. The pain is excruciating. My whole body hurts so much. I'm dying, aren't I? The suffering is too great for me to handle. I need to make it stop. I need to let my life go. Truck-kun at it again? Bruh, the truck is merciless. Any victim it sees, it is isekaiing them. But is it like technically the truck an angel? Because then you get to go to a place that you really want, like a cute fantasy world with all the fictional men. I don't think I would curse Truck-kun if I get isekai'd into a world I like. I would praise them. The next thing I know, I'm floating in a cotton-like substance. I feel comforted, safe even. Have I really died? Am I in heaven now? But I wanted to read the last chapter in my favorite author's web novel. And now I'll never find out what happens to the heroine in the end. A chuckle escapes me, a loud sound in this quiet place. I'm pathetic, aren't I? I died, and now I'm just thinking of my hobbies, not my parents or my friends. Would I do that if I was on the brink of death or in the afterlife? Would I just straight up think about my fictional men first before family and friends? It's like a 50-50. I'm not gonna say which way it goes though. What is that sound? In the emptiness, I can hear someone singing. An angelic voice is calling to me.
You must fight on.
Hello? Angelic voice? Hi, you sound kind of hot though. I must, but I'm dead. I don't have to do anything. Suddenly, I feel a pull. My soul gets grabbed and yanked towards a golden whirlpool. I scream, but no sound comes out of my mouth. I close my eyes, the shifting reality around me making me feel dizzy. When my senses return to me, the first thing I notice is the fresh scent of a forest. Hey, officially isekai'd? I open my eyes and look around. Lush canopies of trees above me sway gently in the light breeze. There's something heavy in my hand, and when I look down, I see that I'm holding a simple hunting bow. My feet, clad in riding boots, sink into the damp green moss of the forest. I'm out hunting, I realize. Wait, how is that possible? I just died and... It's been ages since I handled a bow. The last time I practiced archery was in middle school, back when my parents could still afford to spoil me. I also hadn't put on such high boots today for work, or these fancy pants, or this jacket. The outfit looks almost like it belongs in a Korean webcomic. Where am I? What is this place? I spit on my heel a few times, taking a better look at my surroundings. Woods, as far as my eyes can see. A peaceful forest. I take another glance at my outfit and run my hands through my long violet hair.
Who am I?
Pretty though, that's good.
Celeste? Where are you, Celeste?
I realize I'm supposed to be hiding. Hiding from what or whom, I don't understand. I only know I must seek cover. The urge to disappear from sight is so strong that I don't even question it. I find a thicket of bushes and dive into them. From my hiding spot, I observe the situation, holding my breath. Hey, buddy! A handsome man with red hair, tied back in a ponytail, runs towards me. He's wearing some sort of fantasy armor, and he has two thin swords on his hips. I recognize this person. This man is my knight, Levi Parenth. Wait, I don't have a knight. I'm Celine. I'm a 21-year-old simple office worker, fresh out of college with a job in sales. Am I still the person I was half an hour ago? Or have I fundamentally changed somehow? No. No matter my outward appearance, I'm still Celine. Levi turns left and right, searching for me. Poor boy is definitely nervous as hell.
Celeste? Please, come out.
Failing to discover me, he runs off. I recognize this guy's looks from somewhere, and the name Celeste is familiar too. No, I couldn't have. Did I get reincarnated? Here? Out of all the books or games that have been sitting for my reincarnation, why'd I have to end up in the BL tragic fantasy web novel? Why this one? Saint of the Golden Bow is the work's name. It was recently adapted as a webcomic. That's how popular it had become. The book used to be one of my favorites, but the world of this story is not a nice place to live. There's a war going on with the Demon Queen. And Celeste. Why'd I have to reincarnate as her? What I just witnessed was the opening scene of the book, before Levi is chosen to become the titular saint. He goes out hunting with his unrequited love, the lady he's serving. He's supposed to protect Celeste, but he loses sight of her at some point, and... Oh, can we not? Can we no monsters, please? An ungodly sound makes the hairs on my skin stand up. Oh, wait, I kind of like the design. It's been a while. These look nice, though. I like them floating. That's a cute little detail. The creature that made the sound appears to my right. It's the ugliest thing I've ever seen. An abomination. A demon. The imp's leathery wings flap in the air. Then the creature flies towards me. It spotted me. This is the moment when Celeste Decuirs dies a miserable death to become part of Levi's tragic backstory. Rip when you gotta be stuck as that NPC who dies for character development. But I just died for being hit by a truck. I don't want to die again. Especially not in a scripted event where I'm supposed to just fade away so I can serve as a part of someone else's tragedy. I may have frozen when the truck was driving at me, but no, I won't let death claim me again so easily. Okay, buddy, I'm a magical girl. I can take you out quickly. The imp is still far enough away for me to attempt to save my life. I have to act quickly. The monstrosity is coming closer and closer. My hands are sweaty, and my arms are shaking.
I refuse to give up.
Ooh, shoot the demon. We're gonna kill this thing ourselves, girl power. I pull out an arrow, draw back, and aim at the imp that's flying straight at me. I take a breath and release it, focusing on how the bow feels in my hand. Its heaviness. I stabilize my hold on the weapon. When I'm sure of my shot and know I can't delay any longer, I send the arrow flying. The arrow hits the demon straight in his ugly little head. Dead, please? Let's have you die? With a final frightening sound, the monstrosity falls to the ground. I breathe heavily, collapsing to my knees. I did it! Hell yeah!
Did it!
But we definitely changed the course of the story. I thump my balled-up fist against the ground, feeling the damp moss beneath my fingers. I breathe deeply again, taking in the smells of the gorgeous forest. They calm me down.
I'm alive.
Tears rolled down my cheeks. I was terrified, but I survived.
Celeste!
My bad, buddy. You're probably worried sick. Levy comes running towards me. When he sees the imp dead a few steps away from me, and the bow still grasped in my hands, a gasp of surprise escapes his lips.
Celeste! What happened? Did you kill this demon by yourself?
Sure as hell I did. I open my mouth to explain the situation, but my voice sounds raw and shaky.
I killed the demon.
Levy kneels down before me.
My lady, can you walk?
Can you carry me?
I don't think so.
Carry.
I'll carry you.
Ha! Thank you!
No, there's no need for...
Hi, CGs. We love CGs here. Look at this. You can see there's still the little nervousness in his face. And yeah, girl, me too. I would be blushing like crazy if this hot man just princess carried me all the way back. Levy takes me in his arms, bridal style. The bow slips from between my fingers.
My bow.
Don't worry about the weapon. I will return for your bow later. Right now, it's of utmost importance that I carry you back to the safety of the mansion.
But it's...
No buts. Let me do my job, for once.
Okay. Levy walks forward where we left our horses, or so my memory of as Celeste recalls. So, I really am Celeste now. I'm part of the world of the Saint of the Golden Bow, even though I was supposed to die. So, what will my survival mean for the story now? Ooh, wait, cute bedroom. I love the little plushies. All washed up, my lady. After an awkward bath where I let my maid, Linda, wash me, I'm finally dressed in a nightgown and allowed to rest. My body feels weak. The shock of dying, reincarnating, then almost dying again, finally taking a toll on me. I yawn. I'm gonna lie down. Is there anything else you need from me? I forgot. I'm supposed to formally dismiss Linda whenever I want to be alone. I'm good for now. I'll call for you later if I need anything. All right, my lady. Linda curtsies before me, and then she exits the room. I sink into the softness of the mattress, taking a good look around the room. This place has an undeniably expensive, polished, fancy look. Somebody has tried very hard to make the atmosphere more feminine. If the army of teddy bears can be called feminine instead of creepy, they're feminine to me, really cute, I like it. And I know it wasn't Celeste. The Celeste the book mentions is quite the tomboy, caring little for girly things like dolls and decorations. She doesn't have good social skills. She lacks proper manners, and she dances like an elephant. Instead, she's great at archery, hunting, and riding horses, which makes it even more tragic how she's the one who got caught up with the demon and got killed by them. However, this society deems all of those activities inappropriate for a lady, and thus, she doesn't have many friends. Sounds so much like me in my past life. The only two people who really like Celeste are Levy, who, for some reason that isn't really explained in the book, adores his lady, and... Celeste, are you alright? Celeste's twin sister, Eurydice. The book also briefly mentions Eurydice as part of Levy's backstory, simply describing her as the more ladylike twin who loves pink and romance novels. I find Celeste's emotions for Eurydice in my heart, though. Celeste really cherishes her sister. Celeste? I'm alright, and thanks for worrying about me. She rushes over to my bed, fixing the pillow under my head and helping me sit up. Well, of course I'm worried about you. You're my beloved sister. What would I do if I lost you? Levy was with me. I've been through worse. I forgot to save too, y'all. Oh, my old save slots. Oh, there were so many of them. Did I just do a 10? I just did only a 10 for some reason. We're gonna go here. Return. I'm fine. I've been through worse. Pink teddy bears are so cute. They are, honestly. Just look at all of them. I like how they're all different shades too. But the dolls, I am not a fan of baby dolls at all. Those are a no for me. I need to get rid of those at least. I'm fine. I've been through worse. I quickly sort through Celeste's memories, looking for an appropriate event. Remember that time I stole Marquise Hall's prize mare and rode her into the woods until she threw me off. Then Father and Levy found me laying in the ditch. They looked for that horse for days. As though the missing horse is the most important part of the story. Your whole side was bruised, and you got ill from the cold and the damp. But you nursed me back to health, didn't you? Of course. Someone has to take care of you when you don't bother to take care of yourself. I'd really like to know what happened today, though. Levy babbled something about a demon? I'd like to know more, too, for that matter. Oh, Father! Hey, Papa, Father? Sir, what's up? Don't look at me, please. Father walks into the room without knocking, or otherwise warning us of his presence. The joy I felt at talking to Eurydice momentarily evaporates. What happened today that's left you so disheveled? I looked down at myself. I did get quite roughed up from diving into the bushes earlier. My hair tousled, and my skin covered in small scratches. Linda fixed me up, though. Now I'm clean and neat, and wearing a fresh nightgown. There's nothing disheveled about me. As you can see, I'm fine. Thank you for asking. Didn't really seem like he was really asking about our health, really. Father huffs. You and your sister's 18th birthdays is in 3 days. We're leaving for the capital the day after tomorrow. If you're not healed up and in top form by then, I'll be up and running by tomorrow. My body feels tired and heavy, but it's nothing a bit of sleep can't fix. I see Eurydice scoot slightly to the left, as if taking a step away from Father's negative energy. You better be. I don't want to ruin the Golden Bow ceremony for your sister. Right, you think it's the sister that's gonna be chosen. That's the funny thing, though. That's so, what's the word, presumptuous? He's so arrogant enough to think the sister is gonna be chosen. You're forbidden to leave the mansion for the next 3 days. Don't want to tell him off. There's no consequences to yelling at my dad, right? I'm gonna tell him off. I have no desire to leave the mansion after nearly dying today. Don't you think that such an event would have taken a toll on me? 2 months ago, you had a run-in with a bear during one of your hunts. 3 months earlier, you fought a pack of wolves. Oh my god. He has receipts. Why should I think yet another encounter with a rabid creature would suddenly make my daughter timid? My mouth falls open. The memories of the encounters Father mentioned resurfaced. He isn't lying. You better cease your rowdiness and stay at home. Do you want me to prolong your house arrest? No, there's no need for that. I think Celeste's father has run this round. However pained I am to admit it. Now, tell me what happened. I killed a demon. You what? Levy said you two had an encounter with the demon, but I assumed he was the one to kill it. I shake my head and smile. Nah, I shot an imp with my bow. The smile on her face is hilarious, and meanwhile her father and Eurydice are just looking so shocked and concerned. What was such a monstrosity doing in the middle of Lucari Empire lands? We're far from the war front. The imp was conveniently there to kill Celeste for Levy's tragic backstory. I kind of like how they do mention that. Somehow, for some reason, the imp was there, but only to bring that tragic backstory for this man. And they don't really probably explain it in the main story, but they are here, and I love it. I want to tell the truth, but of course I won't. Father and Eurydice would take me for a madwoman if I babbled about them being characters from a novel. I don't know, but the monster attacks me, so I killed it. Father sits down on the chair next to the entrance of my room and hides his face in his hands. Is that concern? Fear? What is it, exhaustion? I knew my daughter wasn't much of a noble lady, but this, are you gonna scold me for defending myself? My sister and I share a smile. Where was your night when the demon attacked you? If I say something, will Levy get in trouble? I ran off on him again. I wanted to hunt on my own. Of course. A big yawn escapes my lips. I cover my mouth with my hand. Rest. Father gets up and gestures for Eurydice to leave. Eurydice nods and walks behind him out of the room. She turns back to me when she's in my doorway and gives me a warm smile. Get some rest. I'll be back later. Hey, we're finally alone in our room. My god. So much has happened so quickly. We got hit by a truck, killed. Truck-kun has isekai'd us into a BL, which will not be a BL anymore since we're stuck here. We're an NPC who is supposed to have a quick death just to give the character a backstory, a tragic backstory at that. So that means there's not a lot of information about the NPC, us, besides just quick stuff that can help propel the story forward. So basically, we are in unmarked territory. We don't know what the hell is going to happen at this point, because we already changed the way the story is going to go. So I'm looking forward to that one. Oh, it never goes great, does it? All right, let's see. What else can we somehow change with the story? I sink more deeply into the bed, making myself comfortable. It doesn't take long for me to fall into a dreamless slumber. When I wake up again, the rays of the morning sun pour into my room. I get out of the bed and stretch to make sure my body's working properly. I feel refreshed after my long sleep. No more weakness in my limbs. Everything's in order again. I walk to the desk and sit down. I take a fresh sheet of paper. I hesitate when I realize there's only a quill for writing, but I won't be stopped. I produce a few scratchy letters. My handwriting looks horrible. It seems I can't directly access Celeste's skills after all. Yeah, that is really inconvenient. I can manage to write with the quill, but not very well, and only in English. Do they? Oh crap, are they not in English? I have to write down everything I know about the web novel, Saint of the Golden Bow, so I can organize my knowledge of the world and line it up with Celeste's memories. Let's start with the basics. Saint of the Golden Bow is a romantic tragedy fantasy web novel by the Korean web novelist Han Kim. I read the English translation on one of my favorite web novel and comic apps. The story was supposed to be turned into a webcomic and had promo art, which is how I was able to recognize Levy immediately. His design in the artwork even had him in the same outfit he was wearing on the day of the demon attack. Maybe I should also write that down. Okay, so what is the web novel? What is boys love? Nothing else? I think we have the basics of all of these last time I tried it. So we can go ahead and go through that. Nothing else. I've got the basics. That's enough. I get up for a moment and wander over to the mirror. I touch a hand to the glass. And there we are. It's a cute combo though. Like purple hair with like the reddish pink eyes. I don't think I've ever seen a combo like that. The design of Celeste wasn't included in the promo art. I take in my new features. Violet hair and pink eyes. A slender figure. There's no denying it. I'm really not Celine anymore. The understanding that I've reincarnated into the novel finally settles in my mind. I feel calm. Calmer than I ever thought I would be, as something out of a novel suddenly changed the course of my life. As strange as the situation is, I'm Celeste, and I have her memories, but somehow I'm Celine as well, equipped with knowledge of this world that Celeste never had. I walk back to the desk and sit back down. The book Saint of the Golden Bow starts with Celeste's death event. Levy was in love with this lady for years, but the actual love interest of the story is Prince Noah. Best boy? Hell yeah, he was. No one can resist his charm. Celeste has to die at the beginning of the book to make Levy feel at his lowest, where the Golden Bow chooses him as the saint. Why didn't Celeste save herself if she was said to be great at archery? That's what I was saying earlier. Like, they give her all of these cool skills, but then she still ends up dying. Like, did she not even put up a fight for herself? That's kind of funny though with the writing. It was possible for me to use my mediocre skills to defeat the demon. Must be book logic. She had to die for the story and the Saint of the Golden Bow to proceed the way it did. Soon, after Celeste's death, Levy's quest to save the Lokari Empire from the Demon Queen begins. He doesn't go alone. Noah, as well as High Priest Elijah, the second love interest, both accompany him on the journey. Noah and Levy fall in love. Elijah falls in love with Levy too, but Levy chooses Noah. Oh! Second lead syndrome. I'm so sorry, Elijah. Hopefully you had still a good ending at the end. When the final confrontation with the Demon Queen happens, the love Noah and Levy share is an important component of defeating the fiend. Through their love, the magic of the weapon becomes stronger. However, this story is a tragic one. Even though Levy defeats the Demon Queen, he perishes in the process. Oh god. I guess no one lived happily. Noah and Elijah live on, and peace returns to Lokari Empire. Was it a happy life though if their love is like dead? That's not a happy life, is it? I remember crying at the end of the book. I've read the novel twice. Saint of the Golden Bow is really one of my favorite series. I still don't appreciate being reincarnated into this world, though. Especially not as Celeste, whose only purpose in the story is to add angst to Levy's life. I didn't die when I was supposed to, though. And now the story has continued regardless. It has continued, but we don't know the consequences of us being alive now. I wonder how many things will change now because Celeste is alive. Will Levy still be able to fall in love with Noah, despite the fact that I'm still here? No, not at all. The only reason he fell for Noah is because we died, and then his affection and love went to Noah, right? If we're still here, there's still feelings for us. He seems pretty hung up on Celeste after all. I look into Celeste's memories to examine her feelings about Levy. I say Levy either way, it's just different ways I've heard people say it. My bad, y'all. I sense a mixture of emotions: anger, awkwardness, desperation. Celeste didn't like to be on the receiving end of Levi's feelings. She badly wanted him to stop looking at her with romantic intentions. Oh, that kind of hurts. What Celeste really needed was to have a friend in him, not a lover. As a noble lady, she expressly found his feelings for her inappropriate. So she does all of these things that go against, like, being a noble lady, but that's the one thing she finds inappropriate. I can't quite hate Celeste for being cold to Levy, now that I know how distressed she was about his love for her. But at the same time, I do pity Levy. If Levy was so in love with Celeste, though, how did he move on to Noah so quickly? What's the timeline of Celeste dying and Levy developing feelings for Noah, or at least knowing for sure he's in love with Noah? Because that is kind of funny, bro. The love of his life dies a tragic death that he couldn't even save her himself, and then he moves on to someone else. She's just really a vehicle for this man's feelings to get the plot going. His change of heart wasn't really explained in the novel, and I remember some people voicing their opinions on the forum about how unrealistic the plot point was. 1.5 months, damn! I don't know much about grief, but bro, 1.5 months seems so quick to know that you're the reason, kind of that your love of your life is dead, and then moving on to someone else. Yeah, that's quick as hell. Okay, goddamn. If Levy and Noah don't fall in love at the end of the quest, will Levy still be able to defeat the Demon Queen? That is something too. They need the power of love to have the weapon work properly to kill her. Yeesh. Maybe just continue to foster the love of that one? Yeah, grief is part of his route though, not of the OG book. Oh, I gotcha. Grief would be such an interesting thing to go through. I shudder. What if I've broken the story beyond repair by avoiding my demise? I mean, we kinda already did mess up the story. We shouldn't be alive. With us not dying, Levy won't fall in love with Noah, and that love won't help the bow to defeat the Demon Queen. So we gotta figure out another way to do that. On the day of Celeste and Eurydice's 18th birthday, Father takes us to the capital to attend the Golden Bow ceremony. Levy had his 18th birthday a few days ago as well. Since he's a lower standing than the Count's family, Father got the approval of the church for Levy to attend our ceremony together, with us instead of his own a few days earlier. Now, Eurydice, Levy, and I stand in the middle of the chapel in the royal palace in Solus, Lokari Empire's capital. Behind us are the many other people who will be tested. Hey, look at bro! I'm into Elijah too. Yeah, Elijah's hot as hell too. Before us, the High Priest, Elijah Soren, takes a spot behind the titular golden bow, the fabled artifact that would choose the saint one day. I know that day will be today, since Levy is the one who will be chosen. I like how she's still optimistic about the story going well, despite her already changing the course of it. I eye the bow with suspicion. Light reflects off its gold-covered surface. The design is pretty and elaborate. It looks like a pain in the ass to use as a weapon. Too ornamental for my taste.
We are all gathered here today to see if the golden bow, the weapon given to us by our Lord to help us one day defeat the vile demon queen, will finally choose its saint.
Hell yeah! Whoop whoop whoop!
On this beautiful morning, when the sun's rays fall through the windows of our chapel, let us give our gratitude to the Lord. He has given us means to end the war that has been raging for so many decades.
I've never been particularly religious, even in my past life. I expressly don't believe in a fantasy god, but...
Let us give our gratitude.
Let us give our gratitude.
Pray, everyone.
Let us give our gratitude.
She sounds so tired, like she's done with the ceremony already.
20 years ago, the blessed blacksmith was bestowed with the Lord's inspiration and crafted the golden bow. He worked tirelessly day and night until finally he completed the artifact. Ever since then, the people of the Lokari Empire have sought to be tested on the day of their 18th birthday by the golden bow. The artifact will choose its wielder. That person will become the saint and be tasked with defeating the demon queen who has terrorized our borders for 23 years.
Bro, that's long as hell though.
I will now call forth today's attendees to be tested. Each of you just needs to touch the golden bow once, and its judgment will be bestowed on you.
Alright. Elijah takes out a sheet of paper. It reads the first name from the list. Eurydice Dequius, daughter of Count Dequius. Eurydice approaches the bow. She puts a hand on the artifact. Nothing happens. Of course, what else did I expect? Levius the Saint. The golden bow will only glow for him. Oh, girl, honey, okay, you can keep thinking that one. A frown appears on the high priest's brow as he reads the next name. Celeste Decrius, daughter of Count Decrius. I take a deep breath and step onto the podium, reminding myself I shouldn't expect anything. I put my hand on the weapon. For a moment, nothing happens, but then... Well. The bow glows, its light getting brighter and brighter with each second. She's so shell-shocked, girl. The light feels scorching hot. I close my eyes, worrying I'll go blind if I don't.
You must fight on.
Thanks, Angel, for giving me this new fate. I just want to be an NPC in the background, but now I gotta fight the Demon Queen. I hear the angelic voice again. Was the bow the one to speaking to me when I reincarnated? Or was it the god of light himself? The thought that I may have been addressed by a deity is frightening. No. Gods aren't real. You're not religious, Celine. Oh my god. I would not question the existence of gods if I knew demons and demon queens were a thing, honestly. They have much higher chance of being an actual thing. The golden bow. The burning light makes my skin feel like it's on fire, so I take my hand away from the bow. But my hand continues burning, the searing pain climbing up to my arm and to my chest. I scream. My head is spinning. The pain is too much for me to handle. I want it to stop. Stop. Lady Celeste? Sister! Darkness takes me into its comforting embrace. Ugh, I feel so groggy. I'm in the guest room of the apartment that was assigned to our family when we first arrived at the palace for the ceremony. Lady Celeste can't be the Saintess of the Golden Bow. The role is too dangerous for her. Oh, buddy, I don't think we have a choice in this matter. I mean, you can try. I turn my head to the left. Levy and Eurydice stand by the door. Neither of them notice I'm awake. Just imagining her going on some dangerous quest to defeat the Demon Queen makes me terrified for her life. We have to stop the church and the Empress from declaring her to be the Saintess. I don't think we got a choice in the matter. Levy, it's not for us to decide who the Saintess is. Neither is it the choice of the church or the Empress. It's the God of Light who signaled out Celeste to be the savior of our empire. This must be some kind of mistake. And Levy, you're committing blasphemy here. You can't go against God's wishes. But Lady Celeste is... Look, I know you're worried for my sister, but please mind your words. If someone other than me hears your opinion about God's choice, you may get in trouble. Aw, buddy, I'm sorry. It's understandable why you're very scared about this. So, I really am the Saintess of the Golden Bow. Levy and Eurydice turn to me. Eurydice runs up to the bed and takes my hand in hers. Celeste, you're awake. How are you feeling? Fine, I think. Just a bit tired. You really scared us in the chapel. You screamed like someone was tearing you apart. The light of the bow entered my body, felt like it was burning me. That sounds horrible. I squeezed Eurydice's hand, trying to comfort her. I can't be the Saintess. I was supposed to be... I cut myself off when I realized I almost just said that Levy was supposed to be chosen as the saint. But why me? I don't want to become the Saintess. I'm sure you do fine. You're excellent at archery. I'm not as confident about my fighting skills as Eurydice is. Celeste may have been good at wielding the bow, but I can't access her full abilities. That just means we need a training montage, training arc basically. A few episodes should be fine. Judging by my handwriting, I can only manage the bare minimum of what she could do. I'm not proficient at any of her skills. What's going to happen to me now? The Empress has summoned you for an audience. 3 hours from now. 3 hours should be enough for me to accept my new reality, or at least partially accept it. What does the Empress want with me? She didn't say, but we think she intends to personally congratulate you on your new role. Alright, I suppose I should start getting ready then. First, High Priest Elijah requested to check up on you as soon as you woke up. Check on me. With his light magic, he wants to see if your body and mind are alright after being touched by God's grace. I would really prefer to be alone now, but there's no time for me to mull over what had just happened. Okay, you can tell the High Priest I will see him. I'll go bring him here. Hey, High Priest time! Levy turns around and walks out of the room in long strides. Eurydice gives me a comforting smile. Everything's gonna be okay. I hope so too. Silence falls between us, but it's a cozy, warm kind of quiet. I get the feeling that, no matter what happens, Eurydice will support me. I envy Celeste for having such a great sister and friend. Maybe I should ask her to clarify some matters for me. Eurydice, what exactly does it mean to have the role of the Saintess? You'll have to defeat the Demon Queen by shooting an arrow from the golden bow and striking her heart. Yeah, okay. I would just need to somehow get to her lair, get close enough where no one can attack me and I can shoot her, and make sure she stands still too. That's also another thing. Perfectly easy. I can do that. I can do that. 100% confident in myself. Yep. You're also expected to become a person people look up to. What do you mean? Like I'm a hero? I'm people's heroes? I'm a role model? Someone who people will believe will save them. Someone strong and reliable. I already think you're plenty strong and reliable. Now, you just need to convince the people that you are. I see. There's also the matter of the Saintess, needing to be a key player in the politics of the Empire. Though without the support of a faction, you won't be able to achieve much. Ooh, politics? So I need people behind me who are ready to support me no matter what. Yes, the Empress rules the Lokari Empire, supported by the Emperor Consort. Oh, I love that though! The Emperor is a consort? Give me more of that, please. She has one son, the Crown Prince, Noah. Then, there are 3 factions in the court, each one respectively led by a duke, a duchess, and a viscountess. Do these factions have names? The warlike faction is led by Duke George. They want the Empress to increase support for the war efforts of the Empire. The artistic faction is a group of nobles who flock to Duchess Penelope. They want the Empress to focus on supporting creative patronage and research, while diverting financial support from the war. Then, there's a conservative faction, led by Viscountess Letida. They pride themselves on not siding with any political opinion outright. They support the position of the other factions as they see fit, and try to maintain balance among the politics of the Lokari Empire. Finally, there's the head of the church, High Priest Elijah Sorin. He offers the priesthood opinions and input when it comes to political matters. Yeah, that's a lot to remember, but I think I got it. Duke wants war. He wants more financial standing for the war. Duchess is more about the arts and research, wants money away from the war to go to that. Viscountess is basically neutral. She'll choose sides when it fits her, basically. Yeah, I got this, I got this. The political side of being the Saintess will come into play more once you complete the mission to defeat the Demon Queen. You don't need to worry about politics for now. Even after my main job is done, I'm still stuck in the political world. That's wonderful. Am I part of the church now? You're not a priestess, if that's what you're asking. You're still a noble, so you can marry someone of noble standing if you'd like. You're not sworn like the clergy to only marry within the church. I remember this subplot regarding Elijah. He was unable to be with Levy because Elijah was only allowed to marry someone from the priesthood. Forbidden love, a popular trope. It was an unusual plot point for a web novel to explore. A religious figure falling in love. Still, people had admired the author for bringing something different to the table, even though the main ship remained Noah and Levy. Marriage, that feels so far away. We're 18 now, so father will probably help us find suitable suitors soon. Can we not? I have to worry about defeating the Demon Queen, and now I'm gonna also have to worry about a suitor. No, let's not. I would like to marry for love, if at all possible. Love. Love was one of the components needed to defeat the Demon Queen. Levy and Noah's love. Would I have to fall in love with someone now that I was the Saintess? Do you have someone in mind for marriage? What? Maybe. Who? You can tell me. I'm not gonna tell anyone. Maybe another time. I'm not ready to admit it myself. Alright, alright. Do you have any other questions for me? I'm happy to help. Let's see. Ooh, okay. Let's do a bit more. How long has the Empire waited for the Saintess? As the High Priest said, the Golden Bow was created by the Blessed Blacksmith 20 years ago, before we were even born. They say he worked tirelessly, day and night for 2 weeks, to create the artifact. The design was bestowed upon him by the God of Light himself. The Blessed Blacksmith said God told him in a dream that the Golden Bow would choose its saint when the time is right. Only the saint can wield the weapon and harness its power. What kind of power does the Golden Bow have? Light-aligned magic, the kind that the priest wields. It is said that only an arrow shot from the artifact will be able to kill the Demon Queen. The usual fantasy world MacGuffin. For plot reasons, other weapons can't harm the ultimate boss. Right, it makes sense. It doesn't. But Eurydice doesn't seem to be aware of how ridiculous it is that only one weapon wielded by one special person can kill the enemy that the Empire's been fighting against for decades. After the Golden Bow was created, the whole Lucari Empire and our allied kingdom of Durendal were tested to see if the saint was among them. But the savior wasn't found. Later, it was decided that every person would get tested on their 18th birthday, as suggested by the Blessed Blacksmith. 20 years passed, but the saint still wasn't found, until now. Alright, about this Demon Queen, how strong is she that only my bow can kill her? The people who have seen her says she looks like a beautiful woman, except she has horns, a tail, and a third eye on her forehead. But she's far from human. She's cruel and dangerous. She kills humans without mercy. She commands an army of demons, vile monstrosities. You saw one. Was it as ugly as they say? The imp wasn't pretty, that's for sure. The war has been going on for 23 years now. Over that time, 1/3 of Lucari Empire's lands to the east have been ravaged by war and infiltrated by the demons. They leave only ruins behind when they take over a town. Their fire is said to be ever burning. You'll have to travel east to defeat the Demon Queen. She's taken up residence in Cloudmund Castle. It used to be the seat of Duke Cloudmund and his family, but they had to abandon their homeland to the demons 10 years ago. That news doesn't make me want to get to the border at all. It'll be like walking straight into the maws of the enemy. I fear you won't have a choice in the matter. The Empress decreed long ago that once the saint or saintess was found, they would immediately embark on the quest to defeat the Demon Queen with a party of the most capable fighters. Immediately, I don't get a trading arc? Can I just practice wielding the bow for like at least a day or two? I just hope you won't have to leave too soon. I think I'll need some time to learn to wield the Golden Bow and to accept the whole situation. Like, give me a week, like 1 week at least. We can hold off the demons for a week, right? Like, they don't know, like, the saint was chosen. I'm sure the Empress will understand. Doubting. Alright, so we got some more basic info. I am not confident in myself to defeat the Demon Queen at this point. We do not have the power of love on our side yet, so let's hope the journey to the Castle Cloudmund takes quite a while, enough where I can actually get to know these guys and actually have the power of love on my side, because if not, I am cooked. I will be roasted and I will be eaten. Those are all the questions I have, for now at least. Thank you for helping me sort through everything, sister. And that's what I'm here for. One thing's certain. The people of the Lokari Empire have been waiting for the Saintess for ages. A lot of faith will be put into your abilities. A lot will be expected from you. I don't envy you. If I could, I would share this burden with you. Thank you. I'm really moved by Eurydice's dedication to me. High Priest Elijah and Count Decrius have arrived. Elijah, good. Father, no. No, thank you. They can enter. He's so cute, though. Look at the smile. And Father just looks so disgruntled, like he does not want to be here. Are you sad that Eurydice wasn't the Saintess? Huh? Are you? Are you? Yeah, that's what you get, isn't it? Elijah comes into the room, followed by Father. Levy closes the door behind them, remaining in the living room of our apartment to guard the entrance. When my gaze meets Father's glare, I don't know if I should laugh or cry at the fact that his disposition towards Celeste hasn't changed, even now that she's become the Saintess. I decide not to say anything to Father while Elijah is around. I don't want him to witness the fight between us, and I doubt I can hold my tongue right now. May I sit beside you? Sure. Elijah approaches and sits beside me on the bed. I need to touch you to make sure you're healthy. Is that all right? Is that how light magic works? As someone who reincarnated here from Earth, I have little knowledge about magic. I don't remember a scene like this when the High Priest of the book. Come to think of it, Levy didn't faint after touching the golden bow. He must have a much stronger resistance to pain than I do. Celeste doesn't know much about magic either. She has no magical powers of her own, after all. Nobody in the Decrius family does. I look at Elijah. He stares back at me with a patient smile. The High Priest is young for his position, but also really attractive. I never thought I could consider a guy with pink hair dashing. I clear my throat, though I can do nothing to stop my cheeks from burning. All right, go ahead. Oh, don't do the forehead touching! You're gonna kill me, man. Elijah surprises me by leaning his forehead against mine. Before I can protest, an aura of white surrounds his body. He's really working his magic on me. I close my eyes and focus on how his magic feels. His touch is pleasant and warm. I become strangely comforted. Before I realize what I'm doing, I lean in closer towards him. Elijah's nervous and surprised chuckle makes me step out of the comforting embrace of his magic. Your response to light magic is rather strange. I'm sorry? No, don't be sorry. The way you're drawn towards my magic is peculiar, but is also worth studying. I never met anyone who reacted this way. Perhaps you'd be open to meeting again before you leave on the quest, so that I can further study my magic's influence on you. Ooh, yes, we're gonna say, yeah, buddy. We're gonna say yes to every single one of these guys. Sure, we can meet again for research purposes, quotation marks around the research purposes parts. Sure, we can meet again. I'm likewise curious about why I felt such warmth when the High Priest touched me. I'd also be interested in learning more about magic in general. My office will be open for you. Lady Celeste is healthy. I can also confirm that the Golden Bow's magic has entered her body. She's the Saintess. That's what you gotta say to me after that? Really? I hope you won't embarrass me? Okay. Thank you for the checkup. Yeah, just ignore this man. Big X over his face. You're welcome. I'll go now. Let the Saintess prepare for the audience with the Empress. I'll be present there as well. Thank you for your time, High Priest. Till we meet again. Oh, I can't wait. I am counting down the seconds until our next meeting. When Elijah leaves, Father turns to Eurydice and Levy. No, do not leave me in this room with this man, please. Not alone, please, please. One of you stay. Like, put a blanket over your head. I'll feel so much better. Please don't do this. I would like to speak to Aleste, alone. Eurydice and Levy give me worried looks, but can do nothing else but leave me alone with Father. Okay. What do you mean? So you've gone and done it? Done what? I'm gonna crash out. Oh my god. Made yourself the center of attention again. First, you fight with bears and wolves and then demons. And now you scream like a mad woman in the middle of the church. Father, were you were at the ceremony, correct? You saw what happened, right? You saw the bow react, light up. Obviously, since I have God's power, that would have entered my body and that would have been like at least painful, just a little bit, right? Like, are you using your head? Is there a brain somewhere in there? And when it's the way he's talking is like I planned this whole thing to be the Saintess. How do you think I somehow conned my way to trick God into making me the Saintess? Ha! How could you possibly carry such an important role? An immature person like you can never become the savior of humanity. Oh my god. I didn't want to become the Saintess. And now you're actually admitting that you didn't want to be chosen by God. So you're a Saintess who rejects being a Saintess. Where's your faith gone? As much as you're a bad fit for the role, you should still care. Oh my god, I hate guys like this so much. He complains about me taking the role of Saintess, but still wants me to be proud that I'm the Saintess. What do you mean, bro? Make it make sense. I'm not sure what Father wants from me, other than the opportunity to belittle me. I have to wonder why he hates Celeste so much. Celeste's feelings don't supply me with a direct answer, but as I continue to tap into a wave of resentment towards Father, suddenly I wonder why we hate Father. Where's our mom, actually? That's the thing. Do not tell me this is a case of, oh, my daughter's the reason why my wife is dead, so now I hate her for all eternity. Bro, it's her. You're even more hated if you do that. And now, you're mute. Oh my god, I'm gonna stand up to this man. I am the Saintess. You cannot talk to me like that. Bro, you're not belittling me ever again. Hello? Let me just strike a little arrow into you and see how you like it. No, I can't let him belittle me. Maybe Celeste gave up long ago on interacting with Father, but I can't let him assume he has the right to abuse me. I may not be the Saintess may not be the best choice for the Saintess, but I'm going to do my best at fulfilling the role. Just watch me. He's laughing. Father laughs, a mean, unamused sound that chills my bones. You're going to embarrass this family as you struggle with being a key player in the Lokari Empire politics. You know what's funny though? Is that he thought Eurydice would be the Saintess? Our sister, who we've already established, who likes pretty pink things, and stuff. You think she would actually do well on the battlefield and shooting an arrow at the queen? Like, be for real right now. Let's use some logic here. Use two little brain cells and rub them together and just think properly. Do you think being the Saintess involves only shooting the bow? What about bringing hope to all of humanity? What about displaying excellent propriety to earn the favor of the political factions of Lokari Empire? The role of the Saintess is wasted on someone as useless as you. Bro, you can leave. Like, what other things are you gonna say to me? His words correspond to the fears that have already bloomed in my soul. What if I really can't fulfill the role of the Saintess properly? What if Father is right? Get ready for the audience with the Empress. And when you're in the throne room, do your best not to demean the decorous name. Please leave. All I can do is nod and watch him leave the room. A moment later, Linda appears in the doorway, ready to prepare me for the audience. Okay. We're gonna have the meeting with the Empress. We had a horrible talk with our father. Pisses me off so damn much. I need this man gone. I would not be sad if a little sneaky imp demon somehow ripped his heart out and used his spine as a jump rope. Just saying, I'm just saying. 2 hours later, I follow a step behind Father. We walk through the corridors of the palace to the throne room, where the Empress and the Emperor Consort are waiting for us. We walk in silence, the mood sour thanks to my earlier conversation with Father. Maybe I should use this opportunity to ask Levy, or putting my pride aside, I'm not talking to Father, hell no. Father, more about the Empress. I don't remember her very well from the novel. I know she's the mother of Noah, the main love interest, and that they have a strained relationship, but no matter how hard I try, I can't remember why. We're asking Levy. No way I'm asking damn dad. I gesture to Levy to even his pace with mine. When he does, I speak in a hushed tone. I don't want Father to notice us and join the conversation. What kind of monarch is Empress Mariel? Levy looks at me endearingly for a moment, letting out a small sigh. Bro, he's so infatuated. My heart skips a beat. Have I said something wrong? Her Majesty is called the Radiant Lady because she loves to adorn herself in gold. Her other name is the Son of the Empire. Her husband, the Emperor Consort from Durandal, our allied country in the south, is the Moon. However, the consort doesn't have much political power. But what is your opinion on the Empress? Please, I need, something so I can prepare myself. Am I really allowed to talk about the Empress so freely? Please do. It'll be a great help to me to know your thoughts. Well, I fear the Empress, even though others look up to her as a great ruler. You fear her? Yes, she's the ruler of our country, and she can be quite strict with her judgment. She upholds the law, after all. I see. We may also end up seeing the Crown Prince, Noah, today. He's called the Mad Prince, because he often publicly disagrees with the Empress and Emperor Consort. I've heard he's quite unruly and opinionated. Seems like an interesting person. You could say that. I stop walking when I realize Father has stopped as well. I look past him to see High Priest Elijah waiting for us in front of the huge set of double doors. High Priest Elijah. Hello again, Saintess, Count Decrius. Are you ready to enter? Honestly? No. I am not fine. I am not ready, but I guess I have no choice in the matter. Father nods in response to Elijah's words before I can protest. I feel like I've barely scratched the surface of what to expect from this audience. Let's enter. Yep, I have no choice. Okay, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. The guards in front of the throne room. A throne room entrance opened the door, and Father and Elijah entered the hall. I turned to Levy. As a commoner, he won't be allowed to say anything during the audience, but I still want him present at my side. Come with me. You'll only be able to stay by the door, but I want you to be there for this conversation. All right. I enter the throne room as well now, Levy following behind me. Oh, the Empress, so wonderful, oh wonderful. Father, why you hate MC so much, right? Bro has the biggest hate for her, and I do not understand why. Like, even if she isn't all ladylike, that's like no excuse, right? There has to be something deeper, or this guy's just a big hater. The Empress is sitting on her throne, and the Emperor Consort is lounging in the smaller chair next to her. A man stands in front of the pair. His clothes are no less colorful than mine, but I feel like his outfit is of a simpler design than those of the men I have seen in this world so far. The embroidery on his vest is beautiful though. A tangle of vines and flowers. Is this how commoners of this world dress? When our group moves in closer, I notice tremors have overtaken his body. He clenches his hands at his sides. Is that Noah? Oh, it's a commoner. Okay. Oh, please, ma'am, do not hurt this man. Your Majesty, I beg of you, please help me. The Empress' smile freezes the blood in my veins. She stares at the man with such contempt, and I quickly realize what kind of ruler I'm really up against. My son, he's sick, but I have no money for medicine. Please, let me use the magic of the priests free of charge. Elijah's mouth falls open, and he takes a step toward the man, but Father grips his shoulder. He shakes his head and says in a low voice, "You don't want to antagonize the Empress." Elijah nods and mouths back. "I will seek out the man later." Elijah, there we go! That's why I like you, buddy. Why would I grant you preferential treatment? Begone. I have more important matters to address. The Empress's gaze lands on us, and she beckons us with her finger for us to approach. Ignoring the man's protests, 2 guards drag him out of the throne room. Yeah, she looks very haughty. Like, bro, she looks down on me so much. And damn, they were not lying. Girl, she's decked out in golden colors and a lot of gold jewelry. When we come closer to the monarch, I can clearly see what the Empress would be called the sun of the empire. Her golden dress and crown glister in the sunlight falling through the floor-to-ceiling windows of the throne room. But no matter how beautiful dressed the Empress is, her smile makes me think I'm a mouse in front of a lion. At last, the prophesied Saintess stands before me in the flesh. Yes, Your Majesty? I smile, make my best attempt at a curtsy, following Celeste's memory. The wince on my father's face tells me I failed to move properly. Father and Elijah make smooth bows. Maybe I should have practiced that with Eurydice before. Thank you for the chance to have an audience with you, Your Majesty. Grace to be in your presence again, O radiant lady. Of course! How could I not gaze upon the chosen heroine with my own eyes? The Empire has been waiting for her for over 20 years. I wasn't even born 20 years ago, but okay. Though, I'm surprised. Your daughter is the one who turned out to be the Saintess, Count Alaric. A nervous chuckle escapes Father's lips. She indeed possesses an affinity for archery, Your Majesty. So I've heard. Your daughter doesn't act much like a noble lady, does she? She does have a reputation for enjoying quite boyish activities. Father's face turns beet red. He's embarrassed because of me. It seems the Empress finds me lacking as well, and having her, out of all people, displeased with me is not good. It's known that Count Decrius has 2 daughters, the one who's a perfect image of a noble lady, and the one who's a tomboy. I suppose the girl that stands before us, although dressed in finery, is not much of a proper noble. Are we just gonna shit talk me after I'm chosen as the new Saintess? I am the savior of this empire, and this is how I'm talked to? They're not even talking to me, they're talking around me. Silence falls in the room. Everyone looks at me, expecting me to answer. Under the sudden attention, my mouth goes dry, and I can't find my words. Why did I think I would suddenly gain respect by becoming the Saintess, once the less questionable reputation has been spreading for years? Father already told me I was lacking. In a sense, it's good that everyone expects Celeste to be quite lousy at etiquette. After all, I have no idea how to curtsy, or properly use fancy utensils, or dance like a graceful noble lady. Alright. Do I just glaze them? It's like, yeah, I mean, I'm not a great noble lady, but I'm pretty fit for the role of Saintess, right? Like, I have some kind of experience with the bow. I guess it doesn't hurt. I'm gonna glaze myself. I'll do my best to be a proper Saintess. I have no other choice, honestly. You guys have no choice either, so... I don't want to fail the Empire, be it at archery or proper behavior. So, you want us to believe you're suddenly going to improve your etiquette skills and your knowledge of politics. That's what's expected of me now, isn't it? So I will focus on honing my skills with the golden bow, but I'll also work hard to fulfill the political side of being the Saintess. Is it him? Is it best boy? Is it best boy? Best boy? Our conversation is interrupted when the door to the throne room bursts open. Show me him! Show me him! Ah, there he is! Hi, 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 hi. Ah, A well-posed, tall, blonde man enters the room in a dramatic fashion, his cloak waving behind him in a sudden draft of air. He's Noah, Levy's love interest in the book. A handsome guy. Noah's skin is darker than most Lottie Empire nobles, but only slightly. He's inherited most of his features from the Empress. When he spots me, a smirk appears on his face. His red eyes shine with mischief. Bro, you can mischief me all you want.
Knock, knock. Did I miss anything?
Fashionably late as always, my son.
If I missed nothing, there was nothing to miss.
Oh, I love him so much.
This is Saintess, right? Count Decrius's tomboy daughter.
Yep, that's me. Hi, and your future wife. We should get to know each other.
Yes, that's me.
You're good at archery, are you not? Better than you are at etiquette, at the very least.
Yes, I'm quite good with the bow.
Quite. Then you'll be perfect for the role of the Saintess.
The way he just said that, I was like, yeah, okay, sure, you believe yourself.
How can you say that? If a lacking individual takes up such a high role in the hierarchy of the Empire...
All the Saintess needs to do is shoot the golden bow and hit the Demon Queen straight in the heart. Then the war will finally be over. Is that not what you want, Mother?
Woo?
I want peace more than anything else.
I feel like there's more to this statement than I can decipher with my incomplete knowledge about Lottie Empire politics. I never paid much attention to that aspect of the book when I was reading. too excited about the romance and adventure parts. And Celeste didn't really pay attention during her lessons either. Together, we know next to nothing about the Lucari Empire's political situation. Hey, look at this family, looking nice, don't they? Please, don't worry about anything, Your Grace. I'll defeat the Demon Queen and bring peace to the Empire. Empress Mario gives me a long look. After a moment, the confident smirk that Noah inherited from her is back on her face. Excellent. Then there's nothing stopping us from proceeding with the mission to defeat the Demon Queen, is there? Like now? Like right now? At this moment? The next few hours? Or give me some time? Noah, you'll be the one leading the Saintess quest. Bro, why does it feel like she just wants all of us to die? It was like, oh yeah, sure, you want this quest? Go ahead, have fun. Yeah, we'll definitely wait for you and hope you'll survive it. Yeah. Definitely not carving out your coffins right at this moment as you walk out the door. Noah's eyes widen. He opens his mouth, then closes it. But You will lead the Saintess quest, and you will take 20 best men from the Palace Guard, the Mage's Tower, and the church to accompany you. And you will leave in a month. Okay, a month is good. That's preparation time. We can have a proper training montage with that. And a month? So soon? Shock makes my heart beat erratic. With my current archery skills, I'm nowhere near ready to defeat a powerful enemy so soon. Is there a problem? You said you're great at using the bow, and that's all you need to be at successful Saintess, right? I hear so much, ma'am. I can't deny her words, and neither can Noah. After all, we're the ones who just made those claims to her. I simply thought we had more time to be prepared. There is no more time. Now with the Demon Queen's army closing in on more and more on the capital in recent years, I think you and the Saintess are ready enough. I feel like the month she gave us was even generous by her standards, because if she wanted, we'll be gone in less than a week. But do you question the Empress's judgment? The Emperor and Noah glare at each other. Noah doesn't respond. He just turns around and walks towards the door. Noah, you will prepare for the quest and depart in a month. As you wish, Your Majesty. You will accompany the Saintess and my son on their quest as well, High Priest Elijah. The Saintess quest will be an important moment in the history of the Lucari Empire. I wouldn't want to miss witnessing the Saintess defeat the Demon Queen. I will organize a ball to celebrate the finding of the Saintess tomorrow evening. Be sure to attend. All of you. Goddamn, I need more etiquette lessons before then. We all reply we'll be there, and after some final departing words, we're dismissed. After the audience, I ask everyone to give me some time alone. I'm too overwhelmed by the recent events. I need some time to think. Can we still write properly, or is that a bust too? I take a sheet of paper and a quill, and I begin to scribble down my thoughts. I survived my death event, the demon attack in the woods near the Decrius mansion. That's why Levi is likely to continue to love Celeste, and not become interested in anybody else. I'm not really Celeste Levi loves though. I have her memories and a portion of her skills, but I'm basically Celine and Celeste's body. I'm not just Celeste recollecting a past life. Instead, I, Celine, have taken over Celeste's body at a pivotal moment of her life. Does that mean Celeste is really dead? I don't sense her presence living in my body, which is a relief, truth be told. I prefer being alone with my thoughts. Still, the idea of her passing is sad. even if I'm conflicted about her treatment of Levy. What were the two components needed to defeat the Demon Queen again? It was love, and then just the bow? The first one is firing an arrow imbued with the golden bow's light magic at the Demon Queen's heart, and actually hitting the target. So I need to practice both archery and accessing the bow's magic. I suppose trading with the bow would just take time, though I have little to spare. As for wielding its magic, there's something Elijah would know more about, given that he's a light magic user. I scribbled down that I need to talk to Elijah about the golden bow and its magic. There is also a second component to defeating the Demon Queen, one that follows a story trope more than practical logic. Noah and Levy's love makes the magic of the golden bow stronger. I'm scared. This situation isn't just a story in a book anymore. It's my reality. Levy, Elijah, Noah, Eurydice, Father, the Empress. They're all real people. They aren't acting according to script either. The plot of the book hasn't changed. It's a real world now with unpredictable consequences. And I'm the center of this new story. Levy dies at the end of the book, despite defeating the Demon Queen. Despite Noah's love, does that mean I'm gonna die too? Will I die again too? If I have to fall in love with someone, who should it be? Levy, who blindly adores his lady. Noah, who has been burdened with leading the mission to defeat the Demon Queen. Elijah, who's a priest, and can't marry someone unless they're part of the church. Or should I pick someone else entirely? We're definitely going with Noah, because that is best boy. The next evening, Linda gets me all dolled up for the grand ball the Empress is throwing in my name. At the ball, I find myself sitting at the table, staring at silverware I have no idea how to properly use. Oh, right, we're kind of screwed. The forks, the different spoons, salad fork? Oh god, no, I said it. I brought it into existence, a salad, okay. The servant puts a salad in front of me, and I pick up one of the forks. Is my sister not here? If she was here, that would make things so much more easier, right? Oh my god. There's an offended gasp from my left. I look up at the noble lady sitting next to me. Ma'am, I'm trying, please. She's almost purple in the face, staring down at the fork I'm holding. Wrong piece of cutlery. I put it down and take another in my hand. I steal a sideways glance at the noble lady. She doesn't seem to be offended anymore. Thank God. This one must be the right fork then. When everyone starts eating, I dig into the salad too, but it tastes like paper to me. I'm nervous. My hands are clammy.
So you've become the Saintess, Lady D'Aquarius.
The man to my right, Duke Jorg, if Celeste's memory serves me correctly, strikes up a conversation with me. He's a young duke, a powerful player on the battlefield of Lokari Empire's politics. I have to do my best not to say or do anything strange. Please help me. Which fork do I need?
Yes, despite my surprise, the golden bow has chosen me.
Well, now that you carry such an important role, do you plan to improve your knowledge of etiquette?
Oh, yes, I am trying, I swear. He points at my salad. They don't look bad. Are these like shrimp? That's good. That's a lot of avocados though. It's like 2 whole avocados on this damn salad. Oh, come on. What am I doing wrong this time? The Duke smiles, but his expression isn't unkind.
You have no idea what you're doing wrong, do you?
I don't.
May I?
Yeah, go ahead, Buddy. Doing better than I would. He extends his hands to me, and when I don't protest, he touches my hand gently to modify the way I'm holding the fork.
Oh, come on, George. You're spoiling the fun.
Look, he's helping. He's a nice guy. The lady to my left has a cruel smile on her face. Shoot, I was really eating the salad wrong after all. My cheeks heat up from embarrassment, and suddenly, I find it hard to breathe. Now that I'm Saintess, I will be watched closely. The nobles are all going to be laughing for weeks about the way I ate the stupid salad. I just know it. Excuse me? There's tightness in my chest, which makes it harder for me to breathe. My heart is beating so quickly. I can't be here anymore. I have to get some fresh air. Are you okay? Duke George calls after me, but I quickly walk to the terrace. Once I'm away from the throne room, I run into the gardens. I stop only when I reach a small pond. Here, I put my arms around my frame, trying to control my breathing. Breathe, Celine. In and out. In and out. Don't cry. Don't cry. You'll ruin the makeup Linda spent hours putting on you to make you look like a real noble lady. Didn't think I would run into you here. Is it who I think it is? I turn around when I hear the voice. It's Noah. He's drawn his sword, and his usual mocking demeanor is not present. He's completely serious when... Violence! Yes! Threaten me more, please. He suddenly puts his sword against my throat. My heart beats so loudly that it feels like it could jump out of my chest, this time for fear. Does Noah want to kill me?
I wish I could just kill you and be done with it.
Well, there goes their answer. He does. But why? Suddenly, I remember the scene. I fangirled over it when I was reading the novel. This is the scene where Noah puts his sword to Levi's throat. It's overly dramatic, and most of the readers of the novel interpret it as a romantic interaction. I mean, how else are you supposed to interpret this scene? Is this not romantic? The guy you like has like a weapon up against your neck and is threatening to kill you? But now I think this setup is just ridiculous. I could take a step back anytime from the coldness of steel, and my neck would be safe. I give Noah a long stare. He's looking at me seriously, as if he's really pondering if he should harm me. I don't believe he actually will. I will entertain his antics for a while longer, just to see what he has to say. I want to know how much the scene changes with me here instead of Levy.
Why do you want me dead?
Because you're the reason I have to go on the mission to kill the Demon Queen. And so soon.
That's not my fault, though. Talk to God with it.
If anybody less capable than you had been chosen as the Saintess, Mother wouldn't have told us to leave within a mere month.
I'm glad he thinks so highly of my archery skills, especially considering how little the nobles think of my etiquette skills. But he's wrong.
I may not be as great at archery as you think.
Don't confess that.
That fact would change nothing at this point. Mother is now convinced you can defeat the Fiend. This is a suicide mission. None of us will come back from the quest.
Yeah, as I suspected. Even though I remember this line from the book, my eyes widen.
How do you know we won't return?
His words almost feel oddly like foreshadowing for what happens in the book. Noah seems to seriously believe what he's saying.
20 people, going deep into demon-ravaged lands to enter the Demon Queen's castle and kill her.
Oh no.
What could possibly go wrong?
Oh, what could possibly go wrong? Everything. Everything can go wrong. He's really convinced we're going to die on this quest. I can see the desperation in his eyes.
Can't you convince your mother to postpone the day we leave or to increase the amount of people we can bring with us?
I've already tried. She doesn't want to listen. It's almost if she wants to set us up for failure.
It feels like there's a lot about the relationship between the Empress and Noah that I don't understand. It's painful to watch him suffer under the heavy weight of so much doubt.
Look, I'm afraid of the mission too. But I don't want to give up. I won't just roll over and die. I'll keep fighting until the very end. No matter how the mission ends, I want to be sure I've done everything I can to fulfill my role properly.
Noah, you're killing me, buddy. I'm trying, man. We're all in this together. What else choice do you have? You think giving your best is going to be enough to defeat the Demon Queen? Are you not afraid of death? I am. Very afraid. What else am I supposed to do? What would people think if I just hid in the countryside in my father's mansion? The citizens of the Lokari Empire have waited 2 decades for the Saintess. I may not fully believe in myself, but I can't simply give up. We have a month until we leave. I'll spend the time improving myself. You're the crown prince. You should lead by example as well. Ooh. Put the sword away, maybe?
You're right. I can't just give up.
I must also see the mission through until the end. Aw, are you feeling better? Did you just have to vent for a bit? Hell yeah! Does that mean you're feeling better now? Are you not considering killing me anymore? You gave me quite the speech, and I wasn't really serious about killing you in the first place. Are you sure? Why did you have to be so dramatic about the situation? Dramatic is practically my middle name. They call me the Mad Prince, remember? But to answer your question, I don't want you to die. And I myself want to live too. I'm glad. Don't die, Your Highness. Just Noah is fine. We're teammates now, I suppose. I like the sound of that. I'll continue trying to get Mother to delay the deadline for us to leave. I would appreciate more time to train properly. Right. Time to get back to the ball then. Without sparing me another glance, Noah walks past me towards the terrace. Do I gotta go back though? Can I just stay out for like a few more hours until tomorrow when it's over? I look out at the water of the lake and take a few deep breaths. I really hadn't expected Levy's scene with Noah to play out before me. I also didn't end up responding the way Levy would have done. Our encounter didn't turn romantic at all. That you know of, it was romantic to me. Yet, my heart is beating quickly, regardless, because I'm still scared about so many things. The stress is catching up to me. I fall to my knees on the soft grass. I can't hold back my tears any longer. I'm tired. I'm terrified. I want it all to stop. Tears overflow. Looking into the lake, I allow myself a moment of weakness. Why is this happening to me? I don't want to be Celeste. I never wished to be the Saintess. After a while, I realize, no matter how much I cry, this new reality will magically change for me. The sooner I accept my fate and put my energy into the few things I can still influence, the better. With renewed purpose, I get up and walk back towards my room. Thank God for not going back to the damn ball at least. Screw the ball. I'm not going back there, only to be ridiculed further. I don't want the whole Imperial Court to continue watching how terrible I am at being a noble lady. I'm walking down the corridor towards the apartment when I hear someone running behind me. Hey! Levy! Sorry, I kinda left. Levy calls me by my first name, like he always does when it's just him and Celeste. It's something the two of them agreed to when they were younger, but for Celeste grew to avoid him. Levy stops before me and looks me up and down, checking for injury. Where have you been? I didn't notice when you left the throne room. You're not supposed to go anywhere without me. Father's orders, I know, I forgot. I realize, I haven't been thinking about how Levy would feel if I suddenly disappeared, yet again. I'm not concerned about failing to follow his orders. I'm genuinely worried about you. He blushes and looks away. After a moment, he looks back at me with a worried expression, then looks me up and down again. You're alright, are you not? He focuses on my face and frowns. You've been crying. He must notice my smudged makeup. I mean, yeah, I was, but I feel better now? What made you cry? When I see the sincere worry on Levy's face, I want to tell him the truth. I'm just overwhelmed by suddenly becoming the Saintess, by having to carry the burden of saving the whole Empire. I look down, tears welling up in my eyes again. Celeste. I look back up to see Levy, staring at me with love and adoration. It hurts being on the receiving end of such feelings, knowing that they aren't really for me. No matter what happens, know that I'll always stay by your side. I'm sorry to drag you into this quest with me. He would have been caught up in this mess anyway, if he were the saint. But now he's coming along anyway as Celeste Knight. Don't say that. I swear to always protect you, did I not? Back when I became your knight, remember? I recall Celeste's memory of that time. They were both 14 back then, and Levy took a knee in front of her and swore he would protect her until death did them part. Yet, I'm not the one who he swore to always stay beside. That person was Celeste. So he should be free of the oath, since Celeste is kind of dead. I can't tell him the truth, though. On the spur of the moment, I gesture towards Levy. Lean down, please. You're too tall. Too tall for what? Levy gives me a puzzled look, but complies with my quest. Eee! You better enjoy that, buddy. I press up on my toes and kiss him on the cheek, not as Celeste, but as Celine, because I genuinely feel grateful to him and don't know how else to express myself right now.
Celeste?
Levy blushes a deep red and gets flustered. Only when I lean back and smile at him do I realize I shouldn't be doing something so intimate to a man who loves the woman who has inhabited this body. I might be sending him the wrong message, especially after our earlier conversation.
I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry.
You enjoyed it, that's why.
I just wanted to express my gratitude.
I let out a sigh.
You always do your very best to protect me. Thank you, Levi.
It's Levi.
You're welcome, but it's my job to take care of you.
I know you're not doing it just because it's your job.
Ooh. I turn around and start walking towards my room before Levi can reply. Let's go, Levi. We need to rest. Training starts tomorrow. Oh, it's actually hot as hell in my room. All right, I'll return. Hold on, let me take a sip of my tea. My God. Ugh, let me stretch. I definitely did not say this at the beginning of the stream, but the AC is not working in my house. We have someone coming out to fix it later this week, but I am actually roasting in my room. I am going to end stream here. We're definitely going to continue playing the rest of the demo next week when I put it on my schedule. But this is so far the update to the demo, and I'm really enjoying it so far. I don't really remember a lot of the politics talks here, like with the whole Duchess and stuff like that, compared to the last time I played the demo. So I'm wondering if that's what was added new with the rewrites for part of the story. But I'm enjoying it still. I love replaying some of the same scenes and stuff like that. As always, Noah is best boy. We love this man. He is our #1 pick at this moment. We're after this man's heart. And we hope and pray we both do not die on this damn mission. Cause my God, the Empress definitely wants our downfall. She's like, yeah, okay, as long as you kill the Demon Queen, I don't really care what happens to you afterward. You can die while killing her, and that'll be perfectly fine. We'll like maybe erect a little statue or have a little holiday for you, and that's all you deserve, right? Yeah, Empress, not a nice lady. We're gonna pray and hope that we survive this mission. I cannot wait to play the rest of the demo and see how else it was updated. Don't forget, I have left links in my description to the itch.io page, Steam, Twitter account for Saintess of the Golden Bow. Definitely check it out. If you do try out the demo, don't forget to comment, rate, what have you. Let creators know how much you enjoyed it. Also checked out all the other entries to Atome Games Festival. I have that link also in my description. Don't forget, it is May 4th to the 11th for all the ones that will be featured. I have more streams and videos out, and there's so many other creators. Definitely check out the tag on Twitter to see all the other content creators who'll be featuring other things. Because there are so many different titles in this festival, obviously, I can't do every single one. So definitely check out all the other ones that are out there. So that is it for today's stream. I'll finish the rest of the updated demo next week because it is roasting in my room. I am slowly dying. But thank you all for stopping by. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys all later. Bye-bye.